Hello everyone, here and welcome to another progress video of how it's going in the league and my Dual Wield Duelist I'm playing in the league. So, how have it been going so far? Absolutely fantastic actually, I want to say. This character, it's doing really well. I'm really happy with my damage and I'm really happy with this character's progress so far. And in the end of this video I'm going to of course show my gear and all of that stuff and how my skill tree looks like right now. But what I think about the current league so far, I like it. I have been playing a lot of Power Exile lately, so that's a good indication that the league is quite nice, I want to say, in my opinion. But I haven't gone fully to flat physical damage yet. That's what I'm saying. I haven't committed fully to pure physical damage. And you wanna know what my really good reason not for going pure physical damage yet? My extremely good reason are I like to see the enemy either starting to burn or get smashed into pieces with ice damage. Even though that's just a minuscule amount of damage I do, which are fire damage and cold damage, I just like to see the enemy just getting obliterated or start burning. You know, fun things to see happen to your enemy. As you can see, it makes it flashy for me. And also, I could probably have a lot better clear speed if I just changed one of my skill games to like melee splash. But I like to see high damage numbers. As you can see right there when I have my buffs up, I had 400,000 DPS. And this build have cost me, I think it is a little bit over like 100k so far. So when it comes to damage, I am very happy with this build so far when it comes to damage. So yeah. Actually, I don't want this video to get too long because I want to turn on my fan again, because here in Sweden it is really hot right now and I absolutely hate warm weather. Well, I cannot describe how much I hate warm weather, so I'm gonna make this video a little bit shorter so I can turn on my fan again. So let's kill the boss here. As you can see, I do quite nice damage to it. And boss dead. And we get a strand map and a memory fragment, which I was after, so I can continue building my map pool actually. By the way, the enemy took 31% reduced damage from crit, and they have elemental equilibrium, so that's a reason why I didn't kill that boss faster, but I killed it fast enough. Anyway, let's do the thing you all have been waiting for. Let's take a look how my skill tree looks like right now. Just remember, this is not a complete build guide, but I'm really happy with this character and I should actually make a build guide for this character quite soon actually. Oh, you can actually revive the skeletons by doing that. Nice. Anyway, let's take a look at my skill tree. I have ascended 3 times. I took Overwhelm, which is like amazing. I absolutely love this one. Having that crit chance on any weapon you are using is just amazing. Makes getting good weapons easy. And I took Endless Hunger and Brutal Favor. And the last one, as soon as I'm finding the last endgame trial, I'm gonna go for Hedgeman. So I can get some more damage when I killed recently, cannot take reflected damage, and more damage against unique enemies. Which is really nice against bosses. Let's go and see my actual skill tree. Went for attack speed in the beginning. And right now, next time I level, I'm gonna take this life and armor note here. Also gonna take this physical damage note here later, because right now I'm just filling in everything I haven't taken yet. And I'm really happy with my skill tree. My life isn't the highest. I would love to have like 5,500 life, but I might be able to do that still, but we will see. Martial Arena, Bravery, Artifact Gladiator, Devilish. And because I'm using Dual Strike, I'm using Might and Influence. If you're gonna use Cleave, use Overwhelming Odds. And I also have Golem's Blood, obviously. I may or may not take Cloak and Chain, because I just like this note. Resistance and armor is quite nice, and I really enjoy that. But we will see. Anyway, I went down to take the Dual Wield wheel, so I have both Blade Barrier and Ember Dexterity. Also have Iron Reflexes, Blade Dancer, Swagger, and actually I really want some block chance in this build, so let's take a look at my block chance. You can see my block chance for yourself. I have 32% block chance, which is relatively nice, I want to say. I'm definitely happy with that. And I went this way here, I took Twin Taros, I have Fixed Skin, I have this Mana Lich note here, and to be honest, I should actually get some item on me instead to get my mana, like either a ring, amulet, or maybe a ring, or maybe a pair of gloves. To actually give me Mana Lich instead, so I can just drop this note here, because I really don't want to have this note here, but what can you do so far? But I'm really thinking about fixing that. And then I have Herbalism, Brutal Blade, and Fatal Blade. And then I went this way here, I took this Life Lich notes here. I have Blade of Coroning, and I actually have think about taking these notes here and take Rampart, because I pretty much always have Fortify, and these notes should be quite nice actually for that. But just something I'm thinking about. And I'm starting getting some level now, so I can't do too wild of picky notes right now. By the way, I'm going to take these notes, I think, a little bit later as well. Also this note here. I have Dismembering for some nice crit chance. I have Bloodlust. I had Unwavering Stance before, but I don't need it anymore. I have Lust for Carnage, Juggernaut. Went in here, I took Life and Armor notes here. Heart of the Warrior, Born to Fight, and Strong Arm. My idea from the beginning was to take Razor's Edge and Blade Master, but I figured out I don't want to take that note there, so I just went for Strong Arm instead. So this is pretty much my skill tree so far, and I really like it. But again, I could have a little bit more life, that would be nice, and I could take Barbarism, but it's a bit of a notes to get there, even though some of the notes will give me some damage as well. That's 3 notes just to get that if I want to damage one, or 2 notes if I just go in for some strength. But that is an option, but I think I might take Rampart, but we will see. Anyway, let's take a look at my gear and my skill gems. My setup right now for Dual Strike are Dual Strike with Maim, Critical Strike, Damage, Faster Attacks, Melee Physical Damage, and Fortify. And I really like this setup here. If I want some more AoE potential, I would probably use something like either Ancestral Call, as you can see I have right here. I just have it here, I'm thinking about maybe I'm gonna use it. Or Melee Splash, and maybe just change one of the red gems for that. You could argue that I could take away faster attacks for that, but I like attack speed, and taking away the attack speed, I'm getting slow, but yeah, maybe I'm gonna take away fast attacks, but I'm not 100% sure. When it comes to my other skill gems, I'm using Herald of Purity, using Precision, and Herald of Ash. Why I'm using Herald of Ash? Well, I like to see the enemy burn, and it also gives me some damage, even though that damage is a bit negated against enemies that are resistant to fire. But still, I like to see the enemy burn, so yeah. Good reason, right? And I have my Vengeance together with Bloodlust and Melee Physical Damage. Why do I have it on Bloodlust? Well, I just felt for using it. Because I have a chance to curse bleeding with my Dual Strike, and if my Vengeance are triggered, it do a shit ton of damage against enemies that are bleeding. Is that the best setup? Well, probably not. Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. That's why I'm using it. I have a Herald of Ash here, Herald of Purity. I'm leveling up Multi-Strike, but Multi-Strike is... it's not as fun to use as it was back in the day. Yeah, it deals more damage with second attacks and even more damage with the third rapid attack, repeat. But the attack speed, it's hard to get as fast as you were back in the day, and it's a little bit of a shame. If I take away Maim and put it there, I'm relatively fast, but that is not even close to how fast you could be back in the day when Multi-Strike worked in the old ways, which I actually I miss that, but what can you do? I'm using my Leap Slam and Whirling Blades together with faster attacks and Blood Make, which means I can jump around forever because I'm using my life instead of my mana. Then I'm just leveling up some other skill gems on another setup like Ruthlessness, Cleave, Onslaught. For some reason I'm leveling up an Glazeful Hammer and a Pride. Pride I'm actually thinking about using a little bit later maybe. So that's why I want to level this one up. And when it comes to my gear, I got these 2 swords yesterday and I'm quite happy with them. They were not that expensive, it cost like 20 chaos each, so it was not that expensive, but gave me like 100,000 extra damage, which is really nice. So I like these swords, but of course I can get even better one, but the price is spiking quite a bit if you're gonna get even better weapons than these ones. I have the same helmet as I had before. I haven't got around to actually improve it, but I should soon get a helmet which has much more armor and probably some more life and maybe some. And actually the amount of resistance is really nice on this helmet, but I really need to get a better helmet with some more defensive. I have the same amulet as before, and I actually quite like this amulet, so I think I'm going to have it for a while, for a bit longer. Because I like it. I have this ring here. Again, life and resistance. Ring, life and resistance. I finally got myself a 16th armor, and that took forever. Yes, even though I had the currency for it, took forever to find someone that I hadn't already sold armor. And I got a white armor and I crafted it myself. It isn't the best craft, but it's good enough. And I have the same gloves as before with a lot of damage on actually. I have this belt here, quite decent belt, some good life on it and some resistance. Even some elemental damage with attack, which actually give me some damage. And this pair of boots here, which I'm quite happy with. And then I have some flasks here, a diamond flask. I really should get a lion, 1 or even 2 lion's raw flask. I haven't actually looked up what they are worth, but they are probably not that cheap in this league right now, but maybe later. Then 2 quicksilver flask, and yes, this is just a white quicksilver flask because I forgot to actually roll it into a blue one. But yeah, that's pretty much my gear and that's pretty much my character so far. So far this character have been working really well and I'm very happy with it. I have my peak DPS I've had on my tooltip have been like 750,000. But just remember that was because I had a diamond shrine on me, so I had 100% chance to crit. So that's not my usual damage. My usual damage with the buffs are like almost 500,000. Which is actually a lot, at least for me, when it comes to builds in Path of Exile. So I am very happy with it. But my idea is to get even more damage a little bit later. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video here. Tell me what you think about my build, and I'm soon gonna start working on some more build guides, especially my 2-handed Cyclone builds. I need to put those together. Probably gonna do my Starforge first, my Starforge Cyclone build. So look forward to that, and I'm thinking about doing it as a crit one, because why not go crit when you're gonna be an Slayer anyway. And right now I wanna say it's so bloody easy to get accuracy, so it shouldn't be any problem. Anyway, I thank you for watching, and I see you guys soon.